These are days I absolutely love my job when we get to cook. Well, summer is definitely a great time to try something new in the kitchen. If you're looking for ideas, a cooking class this week could help you out. Central Market North is holding a Spanish party cooking class this coming Wednesday. And joining us now is Chef Jason Donoho from Fino Restaurant, who's going to be teaching the class. Hello.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, absolutely. So what are you guys going to be making during this class?
We're going to be making a lot of different things. We're going to be making gazpacho, first of all, which is what I've brought here for you guys to check out today. We're going to be making basically kind of Spanish party foods, things you can do ahead of time, earlier in the day, before you go out and shop or, go out to the pool or Barton Springs or whatever, and then you basically come home and dinner's pretty much ready and on the table.
That's the way to do it. Well, what is gazpacho then?
Gazpacho is what we have here. It's a chilled tomato soup. Very, very simple, and it uses an abundance of what's available locally and in season right now, which are tomatoes and cucumbers. Texas has a lot of that right now, despite the weather. So
that's true. Every farmer's market you go to, that's the main thing. And you got your tomatoes from Johnson's Backyard, one of my favorite places.
I do, yeah, I do.
All right, so how do you wind up making this whole thing?
So basically, it's a very, very simple soup. What we have here are tomatoes and cucumbers and a little bit of bread. In Spain, they use stale bread, actually, or pretty much anything they have lying around. We just use, baguette, freshly baked.
Something coarse.
Exactly. So all I do is chop up my tomatoes, my cucumbers, and we do this usually the day before because you want everything to kind of come together. Just tear the bread up very simply. And, we do this in big, big buckets.
I would assume so.
You want to salt it pretty well. You want to make sure that it gets really, really, kind of coated in salt.
Why is that?
Extra virgin olive oil. Salt draws out the moisture in the tomatoes and cucumbers and, of course, gives it flavor, but it makes it sort of ready to blend. It draws out a lot of the natural water and moisture.
Okay.
Quite a bit of extra virgin olive oil and sherry vinegar. You can get this at, Central Market, for example, where we're doing the class. It's not expensive. It's very, acidic and bright and gives it a very unique Spanish flavor.
Okay. Different from red wine, because I've often seen this made with red wine.
Yeah, sherry, made with grapes in the style of kind of the sherry wine, really bright, perfect for Spanish food.
Okay.
So that's basically it on the gazpacho. We do that, in a big batch at the restaurant, and then you just blend it in your blender, or you can use even a little wand blender or anything that you have at home. In Spain, sometimes they chop it really, really, really finely until it sort of becomes a puree, but typically you want to do it in a blender.
Do you want it to let it soak in the salt or anything first before you toss in the blender, or just do this and let toss?
If you have time ahead of time, we typically, like I said, do it the night before. I would give it 2 to 3 hours at the most, just to let the flavor sort of really come together.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then blend it all together and you've got your
Exactly.
soup, huh?
Blend it all together, and then what you end up with is this lovely mixture here, which we made fresh this morning from, this mix that was sitting last night. And, it's just really delicious. So basically, this is our gazpacho. This is how we serve it in the restaurant.
And it's still kind of thick, and that's a nice way to present it, too.
It is kind of thick, yeah. In a little glass pitcher or something.
Absolutely.
So I've got a little bit of garnish here. This is cucumber and red onion for a little textural crunch.
And that looks beautiful, too.
And then I have some little baby tomatoes here. You want to reserve, your nice little...
Well, that is super easy, and this is just one of the many dishes you guys are going to be making actually Wednesday at Central Market North from 6:30 to 9. Basically, how you were telling me, it's stadium seating, so you just kind of watch
That's right.
all of you make this, and then you get everything, right?
Exactly. So you come in and, you watch us prepare the dishes. You kind of ask questions. There's a lot of, people there that want to know more about, what it's like to work in a restaurant and that whole thing, or whatever we're making, and then each course gets delivered to you with a wine pairing or not, if you're into that sort of thing. And basically, it's like dinner at a movie, and we're the entertainment.
I think that sounds fantastic, and all of that for $60. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you so much.
Really appreciate it. And I'm just going to try a
Absolutely.
little
There's
bite
a spoon
of this.
for you. Enjoy.
I'm not sure if I'd toss back to Chris or not, but if so, I know. Oh, so we're going out to Aaron. Aaron, I know you're covering a firefighter thing, and I'm going to be eating some gazpacho while you talk about this.
That sounds amazing. It's delicious.